Joining us now is OjyOkpe, with stories trending around the world on her birthday. Hello, Ginny. Happy birthday.
Good morning. Thank you very much. You're smiling.
Happy birthday
We play too much. We play too much.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. In fact, Oji, we want to seize the show for you for
we're
filming.
hijacking the show. I am 23 today.
Hijack the show for
I thought you were hijacking for a few minutes.
Yeah, we're hijacking for a few minutes.
You're always the one, celebrating people, and you do it so well. So we had just a little video to show just a little highlight in celebration of the phenomenal Oji in Dr. Martin's voice.
I
can't believe you guys.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead.
Blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant, plenty money. Go to follow, you they go.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life.
Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life.
Happy birthday! We made her cry about it.
You're always reading.
Who am I going to?
You're always reading tweets from people.
Yes.
And a few people just because what's trending? Ojunika is trending today.
Oh, you guys are the sweetest. Oh my God.
Let me just someone wrote a poem. One of your big fans.
No.
I'll just read the poem out to you. We'll pull up the tweets very shortly.
Are you guys serious?
Really.
Oji, like cola, you
Yes.
bring light.
Hey.
Your smile has the reflection of diamonds.
Yes.
Your beauty beats Mona Lisa.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Your grace so high. Yeah, Burj Khalifa confesses your eyes are made of the finest crystals.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What's trending? It's your birthday, Ojunika.
Yes.
Happy birthday, God bless you. That's from the Poetivist.
Oh my
And then we
goodness. Are
had
you
John
people
F. Apata say, happy birthday to the crush of my 74-year-old Pali, who upon sighting OjyOkpe will explode with, see my Mami Ota. You have brought so much joy to our living rooms. Your beautiful reportage of what's trending on the morning show. Every blessing. Girl, happy birthday from us.
Oh my God. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you.
I wrote a prayer for you.
Go ahead.
May you flourish like the cedars of Lebanon. May you do exceedingly well. May you tower above the greatest heights.
Wow, you guys are...
In fact, Mount Everest will be your lowest point.
Amen.
May you touch the sky and do exceedingly great. But most importantly, Oji, may your sea never dry.
Oh, you are the sweetest.
all these men writing poems.
Okay.
I hope Poetivists and who is that Mr. Apata? I hope they are very... Anyway, congratulations.
I want to say thank you so much to the entire Arise team. I God bless you all. Thank you so much for this beautiful, warm celebration.
Yes,
thank you. May God bless you all. God bless you, our viewers. Thank you so much. And, stay tuned to Arise News as always with all of us, the morning show and all our other programs.
Oji is blushing.
I am blushing. You all made me blush.
May your life be sweeter than this chocolate cake.
We're going to have it. I told you there will be implications. Here you go. You guys made implications for me. Thank you.
Tell her to send my own implications.
I will send it. All right.
Implication.
Can we start? What's trending?
We can't start what's trending. It's your birthday.
Let's
go.
All right. right. Well,
After
thank
this-
you. Thank you.
This is the biggest story of the day.
Yes. We are not doing what's trending.
I am
It's
so
a very
honored.
We leave here, we go and
We
have
go
fun.
on. Yes.
We're up to the
Jollificate.
task. I hope you
I hope you know.
Yes.
We
Put
are
your flower. Put your flower.
you are what?
ready. We are ready for you.
As always.
Yesterday.
We are just putting it
All right.
It's your day.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's get our viewers pumped up for what's trending. Thank you all again. Well, let's begin what's trending. In the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, where officials of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission on Monday sealed up an Abuja-based Chinese supermarket situated at the China General Chamber of Commerce following allegations of discriminatory practices against Nigerians. Well, over the weekend, Nigerians had expressed outrage after videos began circulating on social media claiming that the management of the Chinese supermarket refused to let Nigerians from outside the complex shop at the store.
The building, that's the Chinese Chinese supermarket, that's it there.
Since January, they stop. Now they stop Nigerians to enter the supermarket.
Why? What's happening?
They're getting me written notice, they're getting me approval from government, they're getting me thing, they make them bring that decision.
That's what they know since January.
But before January, people they enter.
Before January,
Last Nigerians, they come inside before they.
We are trying to, we've been one try enter the place, maybe we know how far. But we heard that now our Nigerian people, now then they sell, baby. They are the ones selling in there. So if we go there, they might lose their job. Me, I was thinking we should just go and try to sell for us or not. But the security have explained things to us, and I think it's going to be wise. I don't want our people that are there working. They say even if they sell for us now, it will backfire on them. I mean, that's what they said. That's what they said. So we will not go inside there. We don't want to force ourselves inside the supermarket, so it will not cause issues. So for now, we just confirm that okay, you cannot go in as a Nigerian. Okay, they said that from January they stop allowing Nigerians to buy things since from January. So you cannot enter. It's only for Chinese people. So that's what it is. We have confirmed it, and it's true.
Nigerians were outraged. Well, the FCCPC officials stormed the supermarket on Monday and sealed up the place. After interrogating Nigerian workers at the supermarket, workers at the store disclosed that the owner of the supermarket had fled the premises.
On arrival, we noticed that the supermarket, which is right behind me, was sealed and padlocked externally. Enquiries have shown that, yes, as at this morning, this supermarket was open and people were here. CCTV footage also shows that at about 8:29 a.m., two vehicles departed from these premises, allegedly containing the owner of the supermarket, whom we have been able to identify by name, and we have our contact details. Now the summons, of course, since she's not around and the place is locked, is to serve notice on her to appear before the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission by Wednesday.
I'm glad that our regulatory body have come into action and have done this, have closed down the store. But I mean, this is not the only story. In the meantime, a newly commissioned primary school, Charterhouse Lagos, located in Lekki, which is said to be the first British independent school in West Africa, has been trending on social media owing to its exorbitant annual fees of 42 million naira. The school, which has a secondary school underway, is set to resume in September. Many Nigerians have expressed outrage and disbelief at the hefty price tag. The school's management is yet to comment on the controversy. Well, let's take this tweet. This person wrote, when 42 million naira can build a school, when 42 million naira can pay for research and development of malaria vaccine in our higher institution, when 42 million naira can pay the salary of a full federal government college staff salary, when 42 million naira can fund 10 university student scholarship, when 42 million can build a community vocational studies center, now 42 million naira is used on one child. We all see the value of numbers, but when an individual pilfers over 400 billion naira, there's no outrage, rather a process of withdrawal of ADC when proceeds to forfeit like the event never happens. Numbers don't scare Nigerians. We just select the one that scares us. I don't know. I can see you are nodding. You are agreeing with that. But this is, this is a conversation. Also, people have, called on the Lagos State government to look into this. Dr. Abati.
Okay. First, let's deal with the issue of the school. That school, you will recall that when Kemi Badenoch, the business secretary of the United Kingdom, visited Nigeria, it was one of the schools that she visited as part of the project of the, cultural, educational relationship between Nigeria and the United Kingdom. And now, the school is in the news. And we're told that it will be charging 42 million naira. However, it is a private school. It is a private school, and people have their own choices. You have schools like British International School, you have schools like this Charterhouse School, and look, it's a private school, so individuals make their choices. So if you cannot afford it, don't go there. And I think the school may not have made any statement, but I've seen some comments showing that, look, this is an elite school. Perhaps there are some Nigerians who can afford it. That's that about that. The second thing is about, the supermarket in Abuja. Now, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has gone there to seal off that, supermarket. The owner of the supermarket has fled, we are told. Now, there are questions. The first question is, you have this supermarket where we're told Nigerians are not allowed, for Chinese only. Almost like an apartheid principle in South Africa, and also like a principle of saying no dogs allowed. Now, Section 42 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria does not allow any kind of discrimination, either on the basis of color or gender or religion or circumstances of birth. So on the surface of it, that's a violation of the fundamental right of an individual inside this country. And that is why some, Nigerians decided to force the issue. And they went there, they said they will buy from there, by all means. So we can only call for investigation. What is it that they sell in that supermarket that Nigerians cannot access? Is it legal? Is it illegal? And why did the owner of the supermarket run? There was a summons for the owner of the supermarket to show up. She fled. She didn't show up. Another thing, however, is that supermarket is located in the China-Nigeria Chamber of Commerce premises, we're told. Now, is it covered? Is it covered by immunity? What kind of diplomatic immunity will apply to that state? Unfortunately, the Chinese embassy has not spoken. However, the point needs to be made. That is not only that supermarket. There is an India language school somewhere in Ilupeju that has been reported that does not take Nigerian pupils.
Unacceptable.
You must have an Indian passport for you to be enrolled in that school, or one of your parents must be Indian. So it's not just this supermarket. However, this should not lead to the demonization of Chinese businesses. After all, Chinatown in Lagos here is open to everybody. Whether you are Nigerian or you are Senegalese, you can go there. There is one Chinese hotel in Abuja, Kenda's Chinese hotel. It admits everybody. There are Chinese restaurants around Lagos. I mean, we go to a Chinese restaurant, nobody says don't come in because you are Nigerian. So I think investigation will be required, but let us not start racial, labeling as a result of this single incident. This may be just one-off, and then the Nigerian authorities must investigate it and make sure that Nigerians don't get discriminated against in their own country. Whatever they are eating in that or selling in that supermarket, which we should be able to buy. Whatever they are selling in any restaurant, which we should be able to buy.
It cannot happen in China.
And our children should be able to go to any school, whether Indian or Chinese.
Happen in China.
But if they speak only Chinese there and you are Nigerian, how will you get the education?
Well, Dr. Abati, unfortunately, we have some breaking news. Dana aircraft crash lands in Lagos from Abuja. No casualties. We'll bring you update as the news unfolds. I mean, we're hoping that, nothing, no casualties will come out of this. I mean, we're glad to hear that it's just, a crash landing at this moment. There'll be more investigations underway. Well, all right, we'll take another story. The Governor of Abia State, Dr. Alex Otti, has accused the immediate past governor of the state, Okezie Ikpeazu, of approving funds to contractors for the construction of a non-existent state-owned airport and other infrastructure. The governor made the revelation during a presentation at the Johns Hopkins University School of Advanced International Studies in Washington, D.C. In his speech, Dr. Otti explained how he engaged one of the top audit firms to examine the state accounts, adding that the auditor uncovered several deals that were shrouded in corruption and ghost projects to the tune of 37.2 billion naira.
I called in one of the top 3 audit firms in the world. And not too long ago, they turned in their report. And some of the things in the report are frightening. Some 9.3 billion naira was paid to 7 contractors for contracts that were not executed at all up to today. 10 billion naira was on September 25, 2020. And that is almost 4 years. Paid to some contractor for the construction of Abia State Airport. We have spent time trying to locate the airport. Up to now, we have failed. In fact, one of my aides told me the other day that maybe we are using native intelligence to look for the airport, that we should seek artificial intelligence.
That was quite cheeky, Rufai. Native intelligence. I mean, well, before I come to you in another development, Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has slammed the federal government's plan to embark on the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway project, citing concerns over numerous uncompleted roads across the country. In a series of posts on X, Peter Obi maintained that embarking on another huge project that will not be completed in the next 20 or 30 years will only worsen the problem of abandoned, uncompleted projects. His statement reads in part, I have closely followed the comments and developments arising from the coastal Lagos-Calabar superhighway project, while I'm hesitant to engage in contentious debates about its benefits, which I acknowledge, and the pricing, which I have serious concerns about and believe should be thoroughly reviewed. I'm compelled to raise essential questions about the timing and prioritization of such a monumental venture. At the forefront of my concerns is the pressing issue of numerous uncompleted roads scattered across the country, many of which have become hazardous death traps and security risks. The Federal Ministry of Works 2024 capital budget of over 892 billion naira, additional funding for multilateral loan projects of over 94 billion naira, alongside other expected contributions from sources like China Exim Bank and the World Bank, will not be enough for serious work on all the critical roads, some of which are enumerated above, let alone their completion. So why embark on another huge project that will not be completed in the next 20 or 30 years? It will merely worsen our already sagging death burden. Rufai.
So a couple of things. And I really totally agree with Peter Obi on that project. You know, when Minister Omayi came here, we asked him, what's going to be the complete cost of the project? He said they are still doing it, they are still reviewing it. He couldn't tell us the complete cost of over 700 kilometers. But the cost, he told us, about for 7 kilometers was going to over $1 trillion. I have a document with me that I'm reading for that somebody sent to me. Was like the initial cost as requested was over 1.1 trillion, and it was now pushed down to about 1.067 billion, 1 trillion 67 billion, and thereabout. and the cost reduction was over 30-something billion thereabout on the project. Truth has to be said. Why expend over 1 trillion for a 47-kilometer project compared to when you have a country where there are so many roads left undone?
That's the question.
You can still use that money to patch a lot of roads. That's why we're saying cost-benefit analysis. This project is not emergent as we speak. Because you're also using it to cut across people like Landmark. They've already got into the beachfront. There's a live view now you can see if you go to Landmark's YouTube page of they're already on the beach. So you are cut off the beachfront, and Landmark makes their money through the foot traffic. So you've cut off the beachfront, you are hampering businesses, you spend over 1 trillion, and it's as directed by the federal government to pay. So what's the hasty nature of this coastal road project as against other projects in the country where you can put money into?
That's the main question.
As regards what Alex Otti said, was what they call the airport scam. Guess what? Every state government try as much as possible to use that thing to scam people. So Alex Otti must not just read out that report. That report also must be sent to the FCC and the authorities so that they are investigated.
Absolutely.
I was in Enugu over the weekend, Oji. Abakaleke to Enugu is just 30 minutes. The road is very good. So you're wondering, why did we have another airport being built in Airport?
Yeah, all right.
So it's the airport scam.
Which is the point that John Kalu, Okezie Ikpeazu, former Commissioner of Information in Abia State, has made in a rebuttal. And I think people maybe should read it. You know, the audit and the small man syndrome in Abia. Because I read that story, which is another view. And he is saying that, in fact, the airport project did not get off the ground.
Absolutely.
Because traditional rulers said it was not necessary.
I remember that. So that was like 3 years ago. Dr. Bati, unfortunately, I want to take this story for Ayo.
The auditee, which is the former governor, has not been allowed to have a say in the matter. So he should be invited.
We'll take our final story. The governor of Osun State, Ademola Adeleke, has reacted to posters allegedly made by his 2 wives welcoming the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, to the state. On Monday, different posters purportedly made by the governor's wives, Ngozi and Titi Lola, with their names and pictures welcoming Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, to the state, went viral on social media. Remi Tinubu is billed to be in Osogbo today for the turning of Sod, an alternative high school for girls. The poster, allegedly made by Ngozi Adeleke, had the inscriptions, "Welcome to the state of living spring. Experience the beauty of Osun State's landscape," with her signature as the First Lady of Osun State. Titi Lola Adeleke, in a separate poster, also welcomed Remi Tinubu to the official turning of the sword ceremony and signed off as the First Lady of Osun State. While Governor Adeleke, in a statement released by his media aide, disowned the poster purportedly made by the office of Ngozi Adeleke, stating that Titi Lola Adeleke, who everyone knows as the official First Lady of Osun State, will be the one to receive Tinubu's wife during the visit. You know I'm coming to you quickly.
All right, so thank you, Mr. Olawale Rashid, for clearing up the air, because on the day of inauguration, we saw both women standing behind the
just like Senegal.
So it's great that they've come out to clarify, because it will just cause chaos. They said that they distanced themselves, that they will investigate who printed the flyer for Mrs. Ngozi Adeleke. But it's good to know that, but I hope it won't distract from the good work that Senator Oluremi Tinubu is coming to launch.
And all the good works in Osun State by the governor. But the governor also stated, I heard, that all these people perpetrating fake news in Osun State will be arrested, because apparently the poster by Ngozi was a fake poster. But anyways, it's fun to see this type of... You know, this is your story, Dr. Bati. You must comment.
You must comment about it. You must comment about it. You must comment about it.
Let's take Dr. Adeleke and do his own.
Well, all right. I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Thank you all for everything. Really, really. Well, that's all I have for you guys on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow.